Hey there, and welcome back to our Adobe Premiere Pro Masterclass. In these advanced lessons, we are diving into the creative powerhouse tools of Premiere Pro. By the end of this video, you will know how to professionally color grade footage, animate text, use keyframes, apply green screen effects, and manage complex project with multiple videos and audio tracks. Okay, so let's start by opening up the CapCut or opening up the Premiere Pro. And if I do have like the this one, so I have opened up the Premiere Pro over here, and I have already imported some some of the clips over here. So like the scenario, and here or we have the another scenario, and also we have the these waves over there. Okay, and let's open the Lumetri colors panels. Okay, so under the or go to click on the Lumetri or colors over there, and also under the basics corrections like over here, and also we'll start with white balance and also the constructs. Okay, so and now if I gonna go to let's say we want to use the exposures, so let's use it over here, and you can now see the brightness over here. And let's also increase the or if I'm gonna use the constructs over here and this way, and you can easily go with the white. So if you're gonna want to use, so now you can see the changes over there. So notice how we are warming up the image using the or we can go with the temperatures. Like if you're gonna go to again, let's use the temperatures, and now you can see the changes, and it comes with the warm up or temp sliders, and also and that's it we have used over there. And now let's moving to the creative tabs. Okay, and they here we are in the creative tabs over here, and also and we will apply a built-in LUT or LT, and also you can find the difference one. So let's go with, and if I'm gonna go to something with like over here, and now that's here we have the difference one, and also reduce the intensity to match to the vibes over here, and now you can see the changes over here. So how it will comes over here, or I'm gonna go to the another one. So let's select or let's go with something as the difference, and that's it we have the these ones also. You can decrease the intensities over there, and also and try apply a LUT, or you can use the LUT to one of your clips, and also you can adjust the shadows, or if I'm gonna go to with the difference one, and you can go to the adjustments with the faded films over here, and let's use the intensities, and you can see the changes over here. So if I'm gonna go to and let's say we are using the this one, so now here you can see the changes. So this is our the after we applied, and this is the preview one. Okay, so and that's it. So here we can see the changes over there, and with the different LUTs over here, or you can have the this one. So and that's it we are in the difference one. So and that's it we have changed it, or we can do so, or you can upload your own styles like by going to and use the browse, and from there you can use the LUTs from there. So for example, if I gonna let's use it from here, and let's try to find out. So if I do have the LUTs over here, so if I gonna go to over here, and let's say if I use something the nature and wildlife, and click over. And if I use the, or let's go with over here the q files, you can just easily select it. For example, let's select it and open it over here. So and now that's we have the difference of the LTS colors over here. Or I'm gonna do, let's go to the another one, or I can use like, or let's go with, and let's say let's use the there's one. Okay, so try to play with the difference one, or you can do, and you can also go with the shadows or midtones in the color wheel selections. Like if I gonna use something, like if I gonna go to, or let's select it over here. So let's move it to the downs over here. And what can I do? So let's go to again, and if I gonna click over, and now you can see the changes over here. And this is little bit the one up we have just created from there. Okay, so and that's it, we have added it. Okay, and the next thing is, let's work with the titles and animated text. Okay, and also, and you can find like into the essentials graphics over here. And there's also the difference template, like we have the difference one, like you can easily work with over here. Or if I gonna go to with these clips, I want to add here the templates. So let's select, and if I gonna go to simple one, like let's say like the this one, and it or we can apply to the over here. And that's it, we have added our loading up over here. And now that, so we have the this one. So now let's try to play it. So and if I gonna go to, let's try to play it with this one. So and this is with image captions over here. So what can you do? You can easily select it, and you can have the different styles over here by using, or you can change here the text over here. Or if I gonna say, so this is the text, or if I gonna say the like test text as sample, if I gonna go to like let's say the, I'm gonna want to use, so let's say, what can I do? So let's use the sample over here, and that's it. Or what can I do? So I have already used over here, and let's delete it for over here. Okay, so and that's it, we have over here. And also we have just created with this simple styles over here. And also you can use this one or the different layers. So if you want to use, so why do you want to use over here? So let's use into the top layer. And we have added the titles using the essential graphics over here. And let's go to again, and if I'm gonna go to again the essentials graphic, you can have the difference one. Just you can select and type text, and also you can adjust the font and size and colors. Okay, so for example, let's go ahead with the difference of here. Or if I'm gonna go to the another styles, or let's go to, or what can I do? I have the this one, I can easily resize it or use the this way. And we have over here, or you can go with the this one. Or what can I do? You can use the another colors. So let's with, and let's say if I gonna go to with the another colors like the this one, and you can and also the another one. So and the different colors over here. So let's select, and you can change here the another colors. And also you can use also the glow or brightness with these colors over here. And that's it, so you can now see we have these styles over here. Okay, And also the basics 3D you can easily go with play with over here. Okay, and also the text we can have the different one, like if you want to use, so you can change from here. Okay, or let's go with the different font styles. Let's say if I select like this one we have over here, or if I gonna select also the another one, and that's it, we have the another one. You can change here the different colors. So let's say I'm, or if I gonna want to use with the these colors over here, or I will keep it again into the white colors over here. And let's use the stroke colors. And what can I do? So or I'm gonna want to use the stroke, or let's use it over here. And if I gonna increase or decrease the strokes over here, or let's say we want to use the stroke over here, or for example let's say, or let's say little bit increase, or if I gonna use something like the this one. Okay, so and that's it, we have added the text over here. And also now let's, or we'll animate it using the keyframe for positions and opacities to make it fade in smoothly from the left. Okay, so for that, so let's select the this one I have over here, or what can I do? So let's use the glow. So now if I try to play it with the text, and if I gonna play it over here, and you can now see it comes over the this way over here. Now we want to add the or animate it like the this one. So for that, what I'm gonna do, so let's use now the V or selections tools over here with the V. And now let's use the positions, and if I gonna go to, and let's say the positions, or if I gonna go to the positions over here, and let's select over this one. And what can I do? And I'm gonna use the another keyframes over here. And the next thing is I want to do, so I want to use here the keyframes. So this is, or let's little bit zoom in over here. Again I want to do, so let's use here the another keyframes. And what can I do? So let's use, or I want to use from here. So now let's try to play it, so how it is comes over here. And we have just added over with the different animation styles over there. Okay, so and that's it, we have just created with the keyframe. So you can go to and use your the different styles over here. And you can easily use the scales, like if I gonna go to and use the scales over here, like let's make it this keyframes again. And I'm gonna do, so let's little bit zoom in over here. And let's say we want to use the these keyframes, and I'm gonna do, so let's or use it like this way. So and that's it, we have used the keyframes and also the positions and scales, like zoom in and also zoom out. So let's show up, so how it will come. And if I gonna play it, and now it's now comes like this way, and it's now animated with the various options. Okay, and create your own layer third and animate it to slide in and fade out using the keyframe. Okay, so and that's it, we have just created in there. Or I can increase over here. So now I can do, or I can just use the another keyframes, like let's use the keyframes. And what can I do? So let's positions it, or if I gonna just takes out from here. And now that here we have added over here. So now let's try to play it again, and how it will comes with like this one. And we have the different keyframes we have just created, and it's now fade out like this way. Okay, so text a text or sample, and it's now gone. Okay, so and that's it. Now let's go to and using the keyframe like the slow motions and speed rampings. And now for this I want to use this one like the wave over here. And also let's create a dramatics movements by slowing down these clips. Okay, so if I gonna now play it for the example, and it comes with the this one. So the first step is we need to just right click and use or go to the speed and durations over here, and add the or set it like if I gonna say the 50% over here to smooth it out. And let's use it over here, and if I gonna now play it, so how it will comes. And now you can see it comes with the this way. Or I'm gonna do so, let's right click again and use the speed and durations, and let's say I'm gonna use the 100% again over here, and then just open it or use it. So it comes with the now normally. But what I'm gonna do, we want to use the motions, and we want to use something like if I gonna go to, let's use the positions, and if I gonna go with over here, and let's say or we gonna want to use over here, or let's or not here, so I'm gonna use the scales over here. So and we or use it, so let's go with the scales and here. So if I gonna or use it over here, and let's say we wanna add the another scales over here, and what can I do, so let's use it over here like this way. So now let's try to play it, so how it will comes, and it comes with the different scales with like this way. And the thing is we want to use the or we gonna want to use the speed up. So what can I do, so let's I'm gonna use the spelled it with the C for cut or spelled it. Now let's use the B for selections and use it over here. Now right click and use the speed and durations. Now let's say we gonna want to use the 50% and hit on the OK. So now if I gonna just play it for now, so it will comes with the slow, and we have just created. Okay, so and that's it. Now let's add a speed ramp. So and we can do if I gonna go to, and let's go with over here and just spell it up or crop it or cut it. Now use the selections tools, and I want to work over here, and we can do by right click on over here. And also you can find the options with the show keyframes over here. We have the time remappings, or you can go with the speed over here, and we have the options to work with the this one like the speed over here. Okay, and also the adjust speed grabs to create a slow to fast transitions like this way. Okay, so and that's it. So you have just created or go with the speed durations. And now if I gonna say the 80%, or let's select it again over here, or if I gonna now play it, so how it will comes, and it comes like this way. So this is our the first one, and this is our the second one we have just worked with over here. Okay, so and choose the dynamics clips and apply speed ramps that start slow and end fast over there. Okay, so now we'll use, or let's go to the green screens, and also we're gonna work with the chroma key. Okay, so here we'll also try to find out the ultra key, and we'll drag the ultra key effects into our green screen clips over here. So what I'm gonna do, so let's try to find out the ultra, and let's say you use the ultra key and let's drag into the clips. Okay, and the next step is use the key dropper to select the background or green background. So let's use like this one, and then just select it. It's now remove. Okay, and you can easily adjust, matte and clean up to remove or artifacts and tweak like spill or the spill suspensions to balance you or any green or like the green glows over here. And now that, so here we have removed the green screens with, or we have just removed the green screens from this desktop, or where, or you can go with, or you can choose from here the matte generations over here. Okay, and now if I want to add here the another clips, like let's say if I gonna go to, and let's say if I want to use this one, and before that what I'm gonna do, I want to move this one in the top layer, and now let's move this one into the down layer. So, and that's it. Now we have used over, and we have just removed the green screens, and we have got these clips with over there. Okay, so, and that's it. And try keying out a simple green screens and placing a background videos behind it, and you can go with these or steps. Okay, and now let's go to the, or before that let's right click, use the unlink and delete it from here. And now let's go ahead with the, or working with multiples video and audio tracks over here. So here's on, we have this one. Now we have also the text, and we have this or the another clips, and here we have the another clips. And if I want to add the audio, I can just easily let's go to the import it, and let's try to find out from, or if I gonna go to again, and let's try to find out something. If I do have the simplest audio for here, and let's say if I gonna go to, and let's go with, and try to find out the another audios over here, or let's select this one, and I'm gonna use also the another one. So let's use over here, or I'm gonna do, so let's use the another one. We have just selected, or I can go with the one or one over here, and that's it. Now I want to use over there. Okay, so here we have just use it with the clips or over here. So here's roll tracks into the B1, and on the B2, or like we have also the B2 over here. You can see B2 and V3 will layer in some like the B layer or B roll. For voiceover and music, we have used like the A2, and also we have the A1. So it doesn't have the audios. So for that I want to first unlink this one, or I can do, so let's unlink it, and I want to delete this one, and same way I want to unlink and delete like that. That's one. Again, right click, unlink, and select and delete, and select, and also we want to delete it from here. So now that here we have only the one audios, so I want to text to the top layer. Okay, so here, and you can use like more if you want to use like A1, A2, and A3, and also you can go ahead the difference of here the volumes level. So if you want to use it over here, like go to over here, you can go ahead the level. So if you're gonna want to use it, okay, or reduce music's volumes when the voiceover starts over there. So now if I gonna play it, so now that here we have this one over here. Okay, and also now when everything is done, and one or you can go with the another things like the or transitions. So by clicking or try to find out the video transitions over here. So let's say if I gonna go to the dissolve, and let's say the cross dissolves I want to, or I have just or work over here. So and that's it, we have created. And the another one, let's say if I gonna select also the another one, or let's go with the films one, and that's it. So now let's try to play it. So how it is come. So and that's it, we have added over there. So you have just unlocked the next level of editing in Premiere Pro. So these advanced techniques will elevate your project, whether you are creating content for YouTube clients or social media. In the next lectures we'll cover how to export and deliver your video like a pro, codecs, presets and play